On July 14, 2019, in Utica, New York, Bianca Devins, a 17-year-old girl with a small yet dedicated Instagram following who shared her pastel goth aesthetic and candid discussions about mental health, met Brandon Clark, a 21-year-old whom she encountered through online communities. And after enjoying a concert together, they found themselves arguing in his car during the early morning hours before dawn, leading to a tragic escalation of violence that resulted in Clark attacking Bianca on a desolate dead-end street, ultimately taking her life. And immediately following this horrific act, he callously uploaded graphic images of the crime to Instagram and Discord, treating the photos like trophies for the world to see. As friends and strangers alike discovered the gruesome posts long before law enforcement had any knowledge of the unfolding crime, leaving Clark to place a call to 911 while threatening self-harm, whereupon he was later found beside Bianca's lifeless body and taken into custody, surviving the incident only to face the consequences of his actions. And as the disturbing images continued to circulate across social media platforms for days, sparking a fierce uproar among Bianca's family and advocates who fought tirelessly to have them removed from the internet, the narrative surrounding her death became rife with rumors concerning jealousy and rejection, ultimately revealing a more disturbing truth of possessive violence fueled by a culture of social media validation that often equates engagement with cruelty, culminating in Clark pleading guilty to second-degree murder and being sentenced to 25 years to life in 2021 after unsuccessful attempts to retract his plea, while Bianca's family courageously advocated for Bianca's Law, a proposed measure aimed at compelling social media platforms to act more swiftly against the dissemination of extreme violence. A heartbreaking reminder of how a murderer attempted to transform a tragic event into content, and underscoring the dual potential of online communities to either propagate harm or actively contribute to its prevention. In the wake of Bianca's tragic death, friends and supporters gathered in a local park to create a heartfelt memorial adorned with flowers, candles, and touching messages, each item representing the profound impact she had on their lives and the community's collective mourning, as they sought to honor her memory while grappling with the horror of how social media had transformed a private tragedy into a public spectacle that could not be ignored, leading to a gathering of young advocates who convened at a candlelight vigil, where they formed a circle beneath the twilight sky, sharing stories and memories of Bianca, expressing their grief and determination to ensure that her story would serve as a catalyst for change, highlighting the urgent need for better protections against the exploitation of violent imagery online, as they called upon lawmakers and social platforms to take meaningful action to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future, while emphasizing that Bianca Devins was more than just a victim. She was a daughter, a friend, and a vibrant individual whose life touched many, and whose legacy would drive the conversation about the intersection of violence, social